Hey guys, how's it going? So today what we've got here is the Corsair ML120 Pro RGB magnetic levitation fans, and these are going to be going in my system along with the previous fans that I had in there to add on to the overall RGB-ness of the system, which, as we all know, will speed it up instrumentally and make it amazing. But I got a couple of these from Amazon, shipped overnight, or not overnight, but a couple nights ago rather, and just getting around to putting them up here, but I thought we'd open up the box and see what we get. I just got two of them. I didn't need another one of the, they call it like the Thunder Pro little hub that they have to connect all their fans, because the kit I bought before came with one, and that's enough to run 6 fans, so I didn't really need another one. I didn't want to pay extra for something I'm not going to use. But these use a special magnetic bearing, and apparently can go up to 2,000 RPMs according to their website, and that should be enough to handle our needs. But let's see what happens here when we get one of these bad boys. Alright, so I got the box open, which was harder than it should have been because I didn't have anything to cut it open with. And honestly, these look a lot like the fans I had before, which were the LL120s instead of the ML120s. So the only difference in their appearance may just be, well, no, they look different. I was going to say the difference might just be the bearing. Actually, no, they're pretty similar in appearance. I'll have to basically do a side-by-side, but they actually look pretty much identical physically to the ones that I had. It's just that these use these magnetic bearings instead of using their the more traditional bearing style. So, I mean, it doesn't make any noise. Like, you can't even hear it at all. Not that I got it spinning fast enough, but feels very smooth. And as in with the previous fans that I had, I'll go ahead and open this up so you guys can see what these connectors are. But basically, there should be no difference to this RGB header than there was with the previous fans. They all use the same module, again called the Lightning Pro node. There we go. And you can kind of see, I don't know how well you can see that, but there's just a 4-pin connection, and this plugs into the node. As you see, it says right on there 2 RGB hub, so you can kind of get an idea of how that works. And then you have your standard 4-pin fan connector. So like I said, I've got 2 of these, and what I'm going to do is probably use these for my radiator on my my water cooling for my GPU, actually, because I've got all the other 3 down on the bottom of the fan for just intake, and just actually mostly for appearance more than anything else. Like, I don't think they're really even helping cool the computer that much. But I think these will look kind of nice on the radiator. And when I've ordered from EVGA, they finally got their Corsair, or not Corsair, their EVGA hybrid kits in stock for the 2080 Ti. So I ordered one of those, and that'll be here probably like late next week or something, and I'll do a video when I install that. I'll be taking back off the NZXT G12. I got some friends who actually want those anyway, so I'm just going to probably sell them to friends for cheap so they can upgrade their cooling. But notice also that you get your little mounting screw kit in case anybody's interested. And there's a little warranty card, and then some kind of a card written in what appears to be Japanese or Chinese, so I don't know what that says. Just like the last one kit I got, they include that non-English speaking kit of whatever this thing is. So that said, what I'm going to do is get both these out of the box, and I will probably go ahead and install them on the radiator, and we can kind of see if there's much of a noticeable difference between this and the LL120s, or if they pretty much look the same. Like I say, I think the only real difference is the bearing. They feel very heavy though. This is definitely a certain amount of weight to it that I don't remember noticing with the previous fans. So they feel beefy, they feel sturdy. For $35 a piece, I would expect them to be pretty nice. Also, they have like kind of a rubber buffer area here, which should reduce some vibration and help them stay as quiet as possible. The ones I've had have been very good and quiet though already too, so I think that they're probably not much different in that regard. But compared to like a standard case fan that you might get, these appear to be, like I said, they'll probably stay pretty nice and quiet. But I'll be back here in a minute, and we'll get these fired up, and we'll see how the RGB does. So stay tuned. All right, now this looks kind of janky, but I've got my fans installed on here, and I haven't put everything away yet because I just kind of wanted to show you guys this Lightning node, in case you haven't seen one of these, but this is the Corsair Lightning Pro node. And as you can see, there's a space for up to 6 different fans, which I currently am using 5 of. And you have to do it in order, apparently. If you like jump from 4 and then didn't fill in 5 and put in 6, like apparently none of them work because it breaks the chain. So you have to have them in the proper order. But as you can see, I'm actually using my NZXT. This is an older 3.5 inch in-dash fan controller. Looks sort of darky too, but it hooks up with a couple Molex power connections, and then you can just kind of physically slide your little power rails here. I don't know how well you can see this, but there you go. The lighting in here isn't that great, but yeah, you can slide it up on how fast you, or how much power you want to send to each fan. I'm actually running my pump to that, and then all these fans to it, including this. I'm actually running the video card, but everything else I'm running to this, so I can just have them at, I don't have to use any kind of software to control it. I can just do it quickly with that if I want to, and it seems like that's had the temps working pretty well. But that said, I'm going to go ahead and take a second here to fire this thing up and try changing some of the color schemes a little bit and make sure everything matches up, but it should work. Be right back. You can see they're all working together, but they seem to be slightly different. Like the ones on top don't seem to be spinning at quite the same pace as the ones below. The LEDs seem to be sort of working differently. It could be because I haven't actually applied any new profile yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick, and we'll see if how the rainbow effects look if they're all running on that together. Let's see what happens here real quick. And you can see they actually just look different. Like it's not bad or good, it's just different. Like these ones down here, these are the ML120s, and these have kind of almost like a solid, constant appearance to them, like the LED never ends or begins anywhere. It's just a solid color, especially on the ring on the outer band. And then you look at this one, and it's like the whole fan kind of has more of a uniform color to it. But you can kind of see in the center, I don't know how well you can see that, like how bright it is, but like right below that you can see like the actual LEDs on these, which is sort of weird. I would have thought that these would be using more of the same appearance as these. Like these, you can't see the LEDs anywhere. It's like I say, just sort of a unibody appearance, whereas these, you can actually see the light to some degree. Well, then again, I'm looking at this from the other side of the fan, so let me go down below here. Maybe it'll look a little bit different. Yeah, you can still see the LEDs through it. That's weird that they've done them slightly differently like that. I think they look alright though. But anyways, this is pretty much, going to be it for the video. This is just, like I said, quick have a look at the the fans and how they sound, and you can tell they're fairly quiet. They're not making that much noise. Moving a pretty good amount of air out of this though. This card's been running around like a max of 40 to 42, even overclocked a bit under full load. So that's pretty good for a 120mm radiator. As long as you do 2 fans on it, pushing and pulling, you can keep pretty good temps. But I appreciate people watching the channel. If you like the video, maybe give it a thumbs up and maybe consider subscribing. I'll try to do another video here pretty soon when I get that UVGA hybrid water cooler. I'll be swapping all this stuff out, and I think it'll look a little cleaner once I get all that done. But thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. Talk to you soon. Bye.